One of the reasons Orrville works is because of the people. Every year, residents and employees alike generously give of their time, talents, and resources to community service organizations and programs in our community. How are you?
Lori, good to see you.
Oh, good to see you.
Well, do you want to have a seat?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
So let's catch up a little bit. So
I'd
I've
love
talked
to.
to you for a while.
It's been a little bit.
So today we're with Tom Longworth, who is a financial services specialist at Justin Haislip State Farm Insurance. So tell me a little bit about what's going on with your job. You said you just recently got a promotion.
Yeah, that's correct. So I am now focusing on helping people with their financial services. So whether that is life insurance, health insurance, I've helped a lot of people with major medical, the Obamacare. Brings a lot of confusion to people, so
Sure.
been able to help people with that. State Farm Bank, being able to help people with products through State Farm in that way as well. So really I'm the one that when people are going beyond their home and their auto, I'm able to help them with that, but I'm also able to help answer questions on the insurance policies they currently have. So able to do a lot to help expand and get people to prepare for retirement and get them prepped for their future.
So let's go back a little bit. And what's your career path look like? How did you get to be where you are today?
Well, I went to college, oddly enough, for theater.
Okay.
And so I went to Ohio University and got a degree in playwriting. And through that, I took a lot of psychology, a lot of anthropology, and philosophy and things like that. Courses that typically, don't end up going toward a specific career track. But what it did was it allowed me to, understand how to help people, understand different points of view that people have. And I wanted to try to find something where that worked. When I moved back into Orrville after that, I started with retail because it was just kind of where the job was.
Okay.
And tried to get that to essentially communicate toward my field as much as possible. Moved up and got into human resources where I really got into that as well, was able to help people a lot and help them with things like their benefits through work and so the health insurance once again. And then from that point I realized that I really loved sales. I was training a lot of people to do sales. I was doing a lot of that through retail, and eventually was able to translate that and move into insurance, where been very happy with Justin and at the Justin Haislip State Farm Agency, and yeah, really like where I'm at.
Okay, so that's kind of a jump from theater to financial services with an insurance agency. But it looks like you had a lot of transferable skills.
Oh, yes.
So you were able to take those things that you had a passion about and working with people.
I love working with people. I love being able to help people in situations where they are not knowledgeable or not comfortable with what they are needing help with. When I was in retail, it was selling people their first suit. Well, they don't even know how to put a suit on, so how can I help with that? Right. With insurance, it's touching base on things. They have a life-changing event, they're getting married or they're having a kid. Well, what do they need to do to help prepare themselves for that? And that's where I like to sit down, have a very casual conversation, try to figure out what their hopes and dreams are, what their concerns are, what their risks are, and really try to figure out a game plan for them, because that's the thing is with insurance, I always say that it's something that you spend a lot of money on.
Sure.
And most people don't really know what that's going toward. You see a lot of commercials out there from different companies that promise a lot of things, but they don't really explain anything. They just pretty much go back to how much does it cost. So a lot of people out there they're underinsured or overinsured and don't really know what it does for them. So I try to sit down and make a real approach and make sure that people are very aware of what's out there.
So now that I understand your career path a little bit, you're an Orrville High School grad. So you went away to school. How did you find your way back to Orrville?
It was kind of a back and forth journey. My son Max was born when I was down at school at Ohio University, and when we got out of there, I mean, to be honest, a lot of it was the economy. Looking for a good place that I could raise a family. And a good place to find a job. And I mean, that's Orrville. There's a lot of jobs that are available, a lot of great careers. I didn't think of or couldn't think of a better place to go. And then, you know, once I came here, now my career track going up through retail actually moved me over to Illinois for about a year.
Oh, okay.
And before I ended up coming back and getting back into insurance. And that being pulled kind of out of Wayne County, out of Orrville, was an eye-opener in that, because I was looking at a career from different areas and found out that I really was not happy with what they were able to bring out there. I really loved being able to work in Wayne County, work in the community, and looking for something that is more of the small town, you know, sort of atmosphere that really takes care of you. If you take care of the community, they take care of you. And so as soon as I got a chance, I came back to Orrville, and you know, that's when I got started with State Farm.
Okay. So you mentioned community and being able to give back.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you're involved with here in town in regards to giving back to the community?
One of the big things, or the biggest thing, is Lions Club, the Orrville Lions Club. I joined within weeks of coming back to the community. And since then, I've become the president of the club. So I'm currently
Congratulations.
Thank
Did
you.
you know what you were getting into when you took on
I
that
don't know.
position?
But yeah, I love to be able to help out with that. We do a lot for the community. We do an annual Rib Fest in August every year. And that is our main fundraiser, but we bring in, with that, a lot of funds that we can send back to the community. We do scholarships. This next year, we're going to be doing scholarships for Orrville, Dalton, and Smithville.
Great.
So being able to help out Wayne County as a whole, you know, building up on that, but also we never really have to turn down when United Way or Salvation Army comes to us asking for help or assistance financially. We're able to help them out. We do that all through the Rib Fest that we do each year. But on top of the funds that we raise through the Rib Fest, also brings a really great event to Orrville. One of the main events, one of the main draws to the town, so people can see downtown Orrville, get to see the shops that are down there and how wonderful the community is here. A lot of times people will see one of the furniture places on the strip, or we'll see a bakery or something along the path of the Rib Fest, and we'll want to come back to the town when the Rib Fest is not going on and check those out. And so it does a lot for the community that way as well.
So, now you mentioned that it brings a lot of people. Do you have an estimate of how many people Rib Fest attracts?
You know, in the past, we've done about 5,000 or so people. It is really what will come to the event. We're hoping, I mean, it has continued to grow each year, and we're hoping it just continues to grow more and more. Now, with a hotel here in our future, we're really excited about what that'll bring, and you know, what that might mean for the future of the Rib Fest.
Might let people stay a little bit longer.
Oh, exactly. You know, we have a website, and we're able to see where people are checking out information on the Rib Fest from, and we have a lot of people from Columbus, from Cincinnati, from Detroit, that are actually checking out the event. So having a hotel here might give the ability for people that from out of town that want to see the event to come in. And our musical acts are always very strong. There's no admission, no price of admission to get into the event. Free parking that's provided by Orrville City Schools, so people can get shuttle service right to the event. And they're able to see concert quality musicians perform, and that's huge. When you go to a lot of places where you see these sort of musicians perform, you're paying $20, $30 to see that, and instead you're just coming to the event, and you're able to use that money then to get 50/50 tickets to get some ribs and to really enjoy yourself at the event. And and it's not just for adults either, because there is definitely there are the kids events on the Saturday morning. We will do, typically we'll do something along the lines of a magic show or a science show on that morning. We've been doing inspirational music as well. So a lot of the local churches will come in and be able to perform musically for us. And so there's a lot that really goes on. We have the cruise-in every year as well. So a lot of classic cars. It's actually one of the bigger cruise-ins in the state, and it continues to grow. So we're excited about that.
while working with Justin Haislip State Farm,
Mm-hmm.
your company is then involved with some community service outreach as well.
Yes, Justin, yeah, he does a lot to give back to the community. I know he is always volunteering. He himself is in Rotary, and they do the 5K, the Firecracker 5K. They're very involved with the Rails to Trails program, which is really exciting because that's going right, right through.
Right by your office?
Yeah, exactly, right by the office, which is really nice. They're putting the trailhead right there, and there's actually a new restroom that's going in right there at the municipal lot right there. So it's a lot of awesome things that have come from his contributions there. He also, even though he's with Rotary, also helps out with the Rib Fest and really tries to help out, as much as many of the local business owners, really try to help out with promoting, the nonprofit groups in the area and try to build a community, which is, it's just amazing.
Now, going back to your office staff, it's my understanding that you'll be adding a new position.
Yes, that's correct. So with with kind of the change in my position, moving more toward me being the person that sits down and meets with people and talks to them and tries to go over and figure out exactly a game plan for them and make sure that they're covered correctly. We will be having somebody that will take some of the other things, the home and the auto side of things, helping people with that, so that they're dealing with a specific specialist in that field, and not general people every time that they call in. So we have our customer service person that helps people out when they come right into the office, but then we also do have myself that's able to handle the customer service, but also handle a lot of the meetings. We've got a person that will be handling the home and auto side of things in the office. And Justin, of course, oversees and he helps meeting with a lot of the businesses in town and sees what we can do to help out, because it's a big local effort trying to get everybody in Orrville to help each other.
So what makes Orrville work for you as a resident, as an employee? What is it that makes this the place that you want to be?
I'd really say that the big thing that works for me with Orrville is when you give to the community gives back. It is an amazing place where people respect the amount of effort that you put in to help others, and they want to help you. And that's something that when I traveled, when I worked elsewhere, you don't see that. You see a very selfishness in the area. You see big business being something that takes a huge presence, and here you see the actual members of the community that are giving so much back and really creating this as a wonderful place to be.
Well, thank you so much for spending some time to talk with me today.
Oh, absolutely, it was a pleasure.
So we want to thank you for joining us for Orrville Works, and we will see you next time.
My name is Tom from Justin Haislip State Farm Agency, and Orrville works for me because when I give to the community gives back to me.